said that enlightenment is already within us, which Mahavir says the soul, he calls soul non-violence. So people who live in the soul are non-violent people. Non-violent means they are less in desire, they are less in ego, they are less in control. They don't harm themselves, they are not sadists, they don't harm others, they are not masochists. So they are in the soul level. So that's what he call non-violence. And to go to the non-violent stage, we have to start from the body. And body is, we practice austerity, and in body we do tap. Tap means tapasya. The meditation we do is also tap. So when we do practice, when we meditate regularly, daily, every day, what happens is we are clearing our karma. The past deed we have done, we are clearing that. We are clearing that. We are understanding our own anger, sadness, jealousy, desires, ambitions, sex, greed, boredom, restlessness, so we are understanding. So it's very difficult to understand. It takes many, many lives to understand these things, the way we do things. So that's why we need everyday practice. A 1 hour, 2 hour everyday practice. You need some kind of practice in yoga, tantra, meditation, or devotion. And then we have to take that practice throughout the day, be aware. So the now meditation becomes the way of life, while you are eating, while you are talking, while you are going at work. There should be some creativity in your walks, in your some meditativeness in your talk. There should be some grace, so that's why we have to do daily. And then again, your co-worker pokes something, triggers something, you get angry, then you come back to your 1 hour practice and look at where that anger came from, go to the source of it. So that's why it's called tap. We have to every day practice it. Okay, so that is on the body level. And then the life, Mahavir calls samyam, the life. Life is where we are very aligned, very balanced. We don't go to two extremes, so that we can go towards the soul. So everything we do is moderate. We do it, things don't do to us. Even if we drink beer, we drink beer, beer don't drink us. So we are the master on everything. We use Facebook, Facebook does not uses us. We use mind, mind does not uses us. So everything is moderation. So 12 austerity, he talks about. The sixth one is called outer austerity, and sixth is inner austerity. So outer austerity is basically discipline on food. So as a meditator, once what happens is, once you start meditating, your body becomes sensitive, and some food your body cannot take it, it has to drop it. But because of our attachment to the food, it's very difficult for us to drop. And if we don't drop, we get sick. So we have to listen to our body. For some, meat might be dropped, for some alcohol, some coffee, tea. So it's very individual process. It's not general rule. So there are meditators who eat meat also, but you have to be honest with your body. And Mahabir talks of, first is fasting, refraining from food to cleanse the body and mind, and sometimes do 1 day fasting. It's very helpful for body to recalibrate. And when you go in meditation, you will not have body awareness, so you can go directly to the mind and emotions. So see what kind of body you have, and try to do 1 day fasting, half-day fasting sometimes, and see. So you are scientist of your own experiment, your own life, and see what happens. Second is eating less, reducing food intake to control desires and discipline the body. So like I was saying, sometimes your body is full, but your mind will always say, hey, eat more. So if you are very aware, then you'll only eat what body needs. Even other people or other people say, you will learn to say no. So whatever we eat goes in our body, and body health is depends on our food. So food is very important. And again, food is very individual to each other. So I'm born in Kathmandu. So I'm in my childhood was based on eating certain kind of food, So our childhood food, especially from 3 years to 11, 12 years old, those food are very important for our body. So if we try to like not eat those kind of food later in life, our body might suffer also. So we have to make sure uh, experiment with food also. Sometimes we only eat salad and smoothie and all. People suffer also. Even if it's healthy food, your body might not like it. So you have to see what your body likes. So for some body type, it likes banana. For some body type, it likes apple. I know so many people who are allergic to banana, but they don't know they're allergic to banana, because so we have to listen to our body. Some are allergic to tomatoes, onions, garlics, some are allergic to so many things. So as a meditator, when we are sensitive, try do fasting once in a week and eat in moderately, and especially try to uh, number three, it says limiting desires. So food, must have food is like your body has to be full. It should get nutrients and proteins and everything that is needed. That is your must have food. And but also adds over here, sometimes you can have cheat days too, So don't, if you are too much living in the rules, you become very serious depressive kind of person too. So sometimes have ice cream, sometimes have chocolates and balance it out. So Osho always brings that playfulness into any rule. He does not like any rules or 10 commandments, but he absolutely loves Mahavir's this categories, or he divided into 12 austerities, but he brings playfulness. So listen to your body. Sometimes little bit of sweet or ice cream or so-called junk food is also good, but if you know your health. And one important one I want to talk about is practicing solitude and silence to concentrate on inner work and reduce distraction. So you go to work, you go to gym, and in your rest time, just rest. So there is a practice, you just sit, you don't move any body parts, you don't move any organs, nothing. So you just sit straight, and if nothing is moved, then your body gets the prana energy, that prana life force, So our body gets lots of strength, lots of wisdom, lots of things downloads on us, lots of health diseases are being treated in that stage where you do nothing. So more peaceful you are, more aligned you are, less your body moves. More disturbed you are in the mind, more disturbing food you are eating, more disturbing things you are watching, more disturbing things you are listening, then your finger shakes like this or your hand shakes like this. And on the outer levels, it is just shaking of one finger, but in soul level it is disturbing so much, it is like a turbulence in soul level, so even to just move one finger. So that's why when we sit in meditation, we have to sit like a mountain. We have to be straight, at least for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, see how much you can do. My thing is, if we can sit for at least 30 minutes every day, then lots of healing happens in our body level, mind level, emotion level, spirit level, and we will so slowly recognize our soul too. So in that stage, we will see that we are not in our body, we'll see we are not our thought and emotion. So yeah, try to give 30 minutes of sitting every day. And while you sit, you can stretch your leg if it's tired for a few seconds, and then come back in your sitting posture and just sit like a mountain. So that will help a lot. So other six I will talk next time. So basically the first six is fasting, eating less, limiting desires. So buy only must needed things, So nice to have things, or only your desires. Your closets are full of clothes, and food refrigerators are full of junk foods, So as a meditator, as a conscious being, we are also trying to help earth. We are also trying to limit chemical use, more clothes we buy, more chemicals goes into earth, so be very mindful. Also, make sure that your life is not rigid. You can buy things, but you should be aware of it. You can drink beer, but you should be aware of it. You should be the master. You should go to the parties sometimes, but you should be the master. You should not be always going to the parties so that you will forget your spiritual practice. So when you have the master, you know things when to do, and that's what awareness means. Awareness means you know when to talk, you know when to stop. We know when to go out, you know when to come in. You know when to sleep, you know when to wake up. When you know when to practice meditation, you know when to watch movie. So that balance is what alignment means. And tasty food, absentees from the tasty food, especially food with chemicals. I used to work in Walmart headquarter in Bentonville, Arkansas. So they used to have baby carrots. So baby carrots are peeled, they don't have any cover, right? They used to put in the packet. And I thought that baby carrot is so healthy, I'm eating healthy. And then my business owner, she told me, hey, you are eating crap, you are eating all the chemicals, because that baby carrot does not have any skin on it, right? So if it does not have skin, it will has to, if it is organic food, it has to die in 2 3 days, but they put certain chemical in it so it never dies. So that's what we are eating. So that is found in chips also, so that addicting thing. So we have to be very careful with those things too. And physical hardship, our body needs exercise, our body needs movement. For 10 15 minutes we need to pump our heartbeat, we need to breathe fast, so that, and then go back to rest. And when you are in the rest, just sit straight, and don't try to be with people all the time. Sometimes solitude is so good. Just go inside the room alone, or read books, enlighten literature, or meditate, or listen, or dance, or do something. Just be alone, go to hiking alone sometimes, do things alone too. So, and so that when you are in the with the family, with the work, you will know, uh, in that alone time you get to see your own deep thinking, where that anger came from, where that jealousy came from, why I act certain way with this person, and why I act certain way with that person, why my belly shakes whenever that person comes, and why I feel so happy when that person comes. So our mood and emotions are also directed by others thoughts and opinions and presence. So you can basically go inside and look yourself. Okay, so these are the six, and the other six I'll talk next time. Okay, make sense? Yeah. So basically, when we meditate, the awareness comes from within, what to do, what not to do. If you make mistake, don't have guilty. And as also disciple, also lover, we are against guilt. Guilt is the biggest sin. Whatever is done is done. Now you move on. Now you do next mixed mistake. You learn from it. Okay. So the meditation now we'll do is Omkar meditation.